first move again, so you know what I'm talking about
Okay.
for the booty. So you're basically like laying like this on the Smith machine,
okay.
and then you're going like this. And
Oh.
this can be like a warm up because
You
basically
can work out at home.
Okay, we ready? We ready? We ready? We ready?
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms and sing.
Mommy.
Higher with me now. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms and sing.
I cannot do this. This cannot be the intro. If you guys haven't fucking noticed, Jules is back, baby!
What's up, besties?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the motherfucking #1 comedy podcast about mental health.
Yes, sir.
And today, I have a very special guest. It is your returning OG, very buff mother, Jules Montanes.
Oh, stop. That's the cutest. What's up, guys? I'm so happy to be back. Literally, I'm like excited. Let's talk.
Oh my God, how are you?
Girl, I am doing so much better.
Yeah?
Yeah, back to... It's clear up there now. Before it was very, very foggy, but I'm feeling back to like myself, which is super exciting.
Yay.
Yeah. Live on my own now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just moved.
Yeah.
She's she's turning 25.
Yeah. I'm a woman.
Independent.
Yeah. INDEPEND.
Yeah,
Do you know what that means?
What that means?
She got her own car. No, I'm just like... I'm sorry. I missed.
I
missed the banter.
I know.
So good to be
Dude, if
around
you
you.
guys like cannot feel how excited we are,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited.
I know, me too.
Welcome back to Mental Chillness, everybody. Welcome back to the motherfucking, you know what it is. Welcome to the safe space. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining Mental Chillness, for joining the pod and the community. I hope that you find something insightful and humorous. I hope that I make you laugh and blah 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 blah, whatever. You know.
Whatever.
But we do have our OG Fairy Buff mother back. We have her back just in time, right before your birthday.
Yeah.
So this is very exciting. We haven't seen each other since the last episode.
I know.
Dude, can you believe our baby has 50 episodes out?
That's actually crazy.
Yo,
Yeah.
50.
So fitty.
And then today when I was posting the post and like whatever, I found a picture of all the Spotify statistics of the
Yeah,
raps.
I saw.
And I was like, yo, that's fucking wild.
It
41
is.
countries.
No,
Like,
literally, like clearly they're new here.
yo,
Yeah.
but
That's
yeah.
something to be so proud of, and that's why it's like every time I even just see any post of like mental chillness or oh my god, when you did the podcast, I watched the podcast with the plant lady and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
she is fucking thriving and surviving, and it makes me so happy. And I'm so proud of you. Consistency really does fucking work, and you're the GOAT.
Yeah. My queen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I missed you so
I missed you
much.
too.
What has been fucking going on, yo? Mentally
God.
ill and chill. What the fuck is up?
Okay, so
What happened?
mentally chill.
Okay.
Yeah, literally. I've just been focusing on things that I gotta get done. I feel like there was a moment where I was just focusing on my sadness and letting everything around me just pile up and pile up. So I wasn't being responsible, respectfully. So yeah, I feel like I have my oomph back. Yeah. And I'm going to the gym again regularly.
Yes.
And I feel like that was also another thing, was being on and off inconsistent with the gym. The gym is the thing that makes me happy and makes me feel good. It's like the pick me up. Some people do drugs, I go to the gym.
The gym is drug.
So it's the best. And honestly, I'm great. What about you? I have not one thing to complain about.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Have you had any seizures? Or
No.
Oh!
I know.
Yo,
Like
you know
literally
what's-
cry.
You know what's fucking crazy?
What?
You know what's really fucking crazy? So I have been like getting to the bottom of, sorry, I've been like sitting so fucking far away, but I've been like trying to like really getting to the bottom of like why I feel so shitty physically and like
Yeah.
why I have stomach aches and whatever. It all comes down to stress. And the way that my body process and manifests stress is so intense. And it should not come to any surprise to me because I'm a very intense person. But like, dude, one time I spent like $4,000 in the ER for like different trips, just going there because my body kept breaking out in hives, and I kept going there for them to shoot me in the ass with fucking Benadryl and nothing to happen, and then charging me like $1,000 for every visit. And then I realized that there was literally nothing going on besides the fact that I was stressing myself the fuck out because I was really going through some shit back then. And then now, every time I think about eating, I stress about having a stomachache. I'm already stressing myself out about the way that I'm gonna feel after I eat. So I'm constantly stressing, thinking about food. So like, it makes sense that every time I eat, I would always feel like shit.
Yeah.
And I just tried relaxing for a couple days. No stomach ache. Zero.
That's amazing.
I even had a bite.
That's crazy how your body
bite of a
literally
cookie.
Responds. You know, it's so funny. Whenever I'm stressed out, I go to food. I'm like,
yeah,
give me everything.
I know.
So,
but I'm like very different. But I have also like a very fucked up relationship with food. Yeah. I feel like I definitely want to fix that. I want to be able to enjoy food whenever I want to, but also like, I feel like because I stress myself out about eating,
it's already just in your head.
Yeah, so it's like restricting me from actually eating. So then when I do eat, I release like an animal, and then I start binging because I'm like inhaling because I haven't eaten in like 21 hours. And then I'm just like, what the fuck is
what the? Come on. Don't make me go back to quit that shit. Yeah.
I know.
Oh man, but I get it, and it's easier said than done. And but just know that I am always here for you, always. And if you want to eat, girl, look at me. I'll come over, I cook.
Yes.
Or you come over and I cook for you.
Yeah.
But don't. Yeah, I know. Literally 13 minutes away. But
so I've been getting into this new thing where I started whispering, and at just like random times, you know, so like it's also like at the worst time too, because I will be at work and I will literally like make a mistake to a customer, and we're like interacting, right? I accidentally maybe I just like accidentally hit their arm or something like that. So I will turn over to them, and instead of just saying, I am so sorry, I turn over and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I actually just hit your chair in my bed.
And honestly, sometimes I do shit to entertain myself because I walk away and I'm like, yo, that's probably weird as fuck. And then I just laugh about it. But I know that that's like socially not like, you know, but I don't know why I'm getting into whispering. Like, I'm getting into like, I don't know.
I'm getting into shouting. We're like this so, because hello, I work at Bacon Bitch. So the music, sometimes I'm like,
oh my God.
I have to like scream. Oh my God. After like starting Friday to Sunday, Monday, I'll have like no voice.
Oh my God.
I've lost my voice in this last month maybe like twice. But it's because that loud ass perreo.
Oh my God. I can't stop looking at your nails. Are these birthday nails?
Not yet.
Oh.
These are just the newbies.
Oh my God. Okay, so very exciting times. Before your birthday, it's almost your birthday. Yeah. It's also you're turning a quarter century.
That's crazy.
It's also you just moved out, and I feel like this is the most exciting and stable that it's been for you, moving into a new place, having a good roommate. I feel like you have been having fun. I've been seeing you and Naisha just living your best lives, you know? So I feel like a lot has been going on for you since we've last seen you on the pod.
But the thing is, I told you how I was feeling, and I told you what my goals were and what I wanted to do. And honestly, everything is just aligning because I feel like changing my mindset and physically, because it's easier, once again, it's easier said than done. So I kept telling myself, it's almost like I was kind of like delusional. No. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I would tell myself and be like, let's go. Like, let's do it. What's stopping you? Let's do it. What's stopping you? And then I always had an excuse. But this time I'm like, girl, let's go. It's you versus you. What are you doing now? And I'm turning 25, and I didn't think, I know. It's time for a change.
Shorty,
and
your frontal lobes is fully developed. Today is April 3rd. In 14 days, Shorty's frontal lobe is going to be fully developed, baby. Yeah. She's going to be an adult.
I know.
So how do you feel getting into the new age? Like, and how have you, I want to ask how your relationship with your birthday, has been throughout your life, because I feel that different people have very different stances on different things that are very important. Their names, their birthdays, like all of those things, right? So have you always liked your birthdays? Have you always celebrated your birthday? How have you felt throughout the years with your birthday and the transition of a new age?
I know, that's so crazy. I feel like young, I wanted it to be about me. I'm like, I'm the shining star. It's the one year you get to celebrate yourself. I always wanted to like throw parties or tell people like, throw me a surprise party. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, I always wanted to be like the center of attention. But now my main focus turning 25 is just being around people that I love. You know what I mean? My actual day of my birthday, I wanted to do something big. I was like, let's go to the beach, let's go. But to be honest, the closer that it gets, I kind of want to spend my birthday with probably my family and a few of my friends. Yeah, you know what I mean? So absolutely. I wanted to be very secluded, because even being at work, I go home and I grab all that energy. I drive home with no music. Yeah. No nothing. Like, I'm literally like, okay, let me separate myself. Because sometimes I'll walk in my house and be like, hey, bitch. And I'm like, turn that off. You know what I mean? But I feel like as a younger kid, I feel like everybody is your teenage years. You're like, oh, it's all about me, house party, let's get an Airbnb. I wanted to do that this year, but then the closer it gets, I'm like,
What do you really want?
I don't want to do any of that. You know, like I wanted to do brunch, and then I was like, I don't want to get fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just want to spend my 25th birthday, amen, that I made it this long, God, you got me, with people that I love and care about genuinely. Yeah. So I'm bringing the good vibes, y'all.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And I like flowers. Sunflowers. Screenshot. Yeah. But what about you? First of all, we'll talk about me this whole podcast, okay? But let's talk about you. Hey. Last time we spoke, you were having panic attacks at work. You couldn't even stay at work for long. You couldn't eat. Oh no!
We're over that, baby.
Okay, yeah.
So the week that all of that happened was when my ex-fiance was like at work, and I saw him for the first time. So I just needed that first week to panic, and then after that first week, I was like telling myself like, okay, girl, like, you can panic all you want, and this is just a shock because you haven't seen him in a while. But this is your fucking space. You're not gonna let somebody come into your house and disturb you. You know what I'm saying? So. Now I'm like all Gucci. I don't fucking look at him. I don't pay attention to him. I don't talk to him. He doesn't have access to me. Like nothing close. But like like I am good with that. So like me being at work now, I'm in like a. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I'm in like a really good space to work. Like I'm right now. I am discovering how to healthily like isolate myself, right? Because I feel like every single time that I have done like a self-isolation, it has been either a forced self-isolation, or I'm running away from something, or I'm not like intentionally like I'm not intentionally like distancing from people, therefore I'm not also intentionally like hanging on to good connections either, or nourishing them the way that whatever it is. And I feel like right now I am learning that I want to be alone. I want to be alone in all aspects. And it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad friend. I trust that my friends trust me to leave me alone, to do my own thing, to figure my shit out. I trust that they trust me to go to them when I need them. And I trust that they will come to me and call me and whatever it is when they need me, but I trust that they will give me space. And for other relationships that I don't have that clear boundary with, I'm learning how to set that clear boundary, and I'm learning how to tell myself that like, you're not a bad person. You're not a bad person because you don't have the fucking time to devote to that the way that you did when you want to take that time for yourself. Like, you're not a bad person. I have to like tell myself that in order to like stop doing the shit that I don't want to do. I want to take all of this time back to myself. All I want to do is work and work, literally like work to make money, and then like work on my podcast, work, like, because I feel like for the first time ever, I'm so excited to have all of my focus on myself.
Yeah.
Like all of it. All of
I
it.
love that.
Like, you know? So,
yeah. I love that so much. And I want to talk about the whole boundaries with the friends, because I feel like for me, something that I started to do again, and a lot of my friends were like, hey, this is how you're starting to make me feel, was I would make plans and I just wouldn't show up to the plans. But only because I make plans a week, 2 weeks in advance. That day of, I'm like, so I just want to cry all day long and stay in my bed. This is hard. How do I get out of it?
Yeah.
So then I would always cancel, and I would cancel, and I would cancel. My friend literally wrote me a long message, and she said, I guess you're not coming, so I just want to tell you how I feel. And she was like, every time we make plans, you're a little bit selfish, I'm not going to lie, because you don't think about me when you're canceling. You know, I take my time out, and, you know, you're not thinking about my time too. And that's when I was like, fuck, I need to like go a little MIA for a second. So then I wrote her back and I said, I completely take full accountability, because I have been flaking, and multiple friends have been telling me that. But I need to start using my time the way that because I give a lot of energy when I'm with people. Mm-hmm. So I started to see myself give everybody so much energy, and keep making plans when I'm like, girl, you need to like slow down and just sit with yourself for a little bit. Because every time I give somebody my energy, to see other people the next day, it's like, and then little by little, I'm like sitting in my room by myself, and I'm like, I just want to lay here.
Yeah.
And I started to feel myself go through burnout. And then all my friends were like, yeah, girl, you flaky dakey. And I'm like, my bad, I'm trying to get better. But then I spoke to my therapist about it, and she was like, yeah, you're putting yourself through burnout. Without spending time with yourself. It was hard.
Yeah.
I feel better.
I unlocked that shit with my therapist too. Like, I'm like just filling my time up, like not really knowing how to spend the time, but I'm just trying to pass the time. Mm-hmm. And why am I trying to pass the time if my whole purpose is trying to live in the time? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, I am now learning to say yes only to things that will fulfill me and will not drain my energy. And I feel like this is very tricky when it comes to assessing it with mm-hmm. your friends and whatever, saying yes to plans, saying no to plans, and whatever, right? Lately, I haven't been really hanging out with anybody. Mm-hmm. And I choose not to. And it's not because of nothing, but it's because I really enjoy the time that I have right now for myself. Mm-hmm. And if I do say yes to things, it's either to catch up on a connection that I haven't had a chance to in a really long time, like say like friends of years that I haven't mm-hmm. seen or whatever it is. I've been doing that a lot more, so I've been giving that more space than like say random hanging out with a random friend that happens to be off on the same day and just chilling. And even though that's not a bad thing and we're mm-hmm. intentionally just like spending time with each other, I right now am in a space where I need to take that time for myself. I cannot give that time to not even to somebody that I love, bro, because mm-hmm. that shit is just gonna drain it out of me, and then I'm gonna left with nothing for myself.
Well, one thing I just want to tell you is don't ever try to self-sabotage yourself, because that's what I do, but you know, we're completely different because, you know, she's headstrong. But
Says the Aries, like the fucking your little thing is like a literal like ram, like
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I love that so much for you. Like, I just can't describe if I could like take some parts of you and just like instill them into myself. And that's why I love our friendship so much, is because, listen, you tell me how it is, but that makes my heart go like this. Like, I love you so much, I mean it. It just makes me feel
so much, bitch. Yeah. So what are the intentions and the plans for where do you see yourself now? Like, I don't really believe in setting like 5 years plans mm-hmm. or like even 1 year plan or whatever, bro, because like literally I live moment to moment, truly, because mm-hmm. right now I feel that I'm not that I'm getting a grasp on anything on the outside, but more so I'm getting such a grasp of everything on the inside that it makes my inner world peaceful and stronger, so that the outside world cannot affect that. Because what I cannot control is the outside world. Mm-hmm. Like, the outcome will never change within my control. The outcome will be what the outcome is, right? But now I'm like just now learning, like, I guess, to surrender in the right way. So that's why like I try to live within the moment, because by doing so I'm giving myself so much space to explore my feelings in the moment, to know if they're real or they're not real, to know if they're gonna pass, to know what if I should like be introspective and go deeper into them, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't believe in setting like long term, like really long term big plans or whatever. I do believe in like, you know, setting your dreams and whatever.
Yeah,
but what are your dreams? Like, what are your dreams? Where do you see yourself? Like, what is Shorty like, you know, imagining, like manifesting? What are you working towards? Like,
I feel like right now my main focus is myself. You know, no matter what.
Specifically in like what aspects, and what are you doing for those aspects?
My boundaries, because I let people kind of walk all over me because I am nice, and people think of me kind of like, oh my God, this sweet girl. Let me try to. So I have been setting boundaries. If I want to be alone, I will literally be like, hey, I just need to be alone right now. I guess communication with everybody around me, with how I feel. You know, because I feel like I let people nicely, respectfully though, because it's not their intention. I just don't know how to say yes and no. And lately I've been saying yes and no, and especially for myself, and to show up for myself. Like I started talking to this girl. Yeah, so I started talking to this girl, and she's the best. Like I say this respectfully, like I literally manifested her, because I kept telling myself I deserve someone who's nice and who's calm and who respects me. And little by little I'm like, oh, I need to be alone, I need to have the space, I need to, but it is that, but I feel like at the same time it's also having someone around you that has the same intentions as you and understands boundaries and who you are as a person respectfully. I was hangry, right? I was a little bit angry. I was like giving attitude. And then she looks at me and she goes, are you okay? And I go, well, I'm just like really hungry. Like I'm getting irritable. And she goes, oh, okay. Well, you know, relax. We'll get you food right now. And then she puts her hand on my thigh. And in my head, I was like, I don't want your hand there. But she sees my reaction and she looks at me and she goes, oh, do you not like to be touched when you're irritable? Like, let me know. Like, we can start setting boundaries. I was like,
what?
I looked at her and I was like, yeah, I don't like to be touched. I really appreciate you asking. I was like, starts throwing up. I'm like,
does anybody want to come put their hand on my thighs?
So it's the best. And I get hangry and I get irritable so often. And she's like, you know, maybe you should start like planning when you need to eat so that this happens less.
What is her sign?
She's a Cancer.
Oh,
I know.
No,
so she's so
them.
gentle.
Yeah.
Like she is like, and I'm like, "Ruh!" And she's like, let's calm down, do some breaths. And I'm like, yeah, I think I just need to eat. Is there a Chick-fil-A around?
Oh my God.
Let's go to Chick-fil-A. But it's, yeah, so that's something. Just boundaries. Realistically, boundaries and a lot of traveling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are we heading, Shorty?
I don't know. You let me know. I finally got a passport. Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have been really, really craving Europe. Like, ever since
I've
like
never
and then like I have so many people in Japan, and I'm just like watching them in Japan and Korea and whatever. I'm like, stop right now. And then recently, I have also been getting into. I'm like getting back to my roots. So I've been really on like a getting back to connecting to my Vietnamese like culture journey. Like my next tattoo is actually gonna be Hai Ba Trung, and Hai Ba Trung is these two sisters that when Vietnam was like, you know, ran by the monarchy during the ruling of China. These women were the rulers that led the wars and the battles, and they rode on elephants. And they're two sisters that rode on elephants, and I'm gonna get that tattooed on me by one of my longest friends, who's like one of my only Vietnamese friends. So like I've been on this like really big kick of like getting back into my culture and shit, and so I've been watching a lot of Vietnamese like traveling food shows and whatever the fuck else, and yeah, like it's been kind of exciting because ever since you left the podcast, I have been thinking of like what it is that I want, right? What it is that will bring me joy, what would bring me joy, but like what exactly do I want to do, like how do I want to do this shit and whatever. And I keep realizing that the one thing that has made me feel, the one consistent feeling for me is that, wow, I wish that like somehow we could be like picked up, right, by a network, right, or whatever. But my only other like few examples is like Call Her Daddy, who got picked up by Spotify. There's also Horrible Decision, who got picked up by the Black Effect Network that's ran by Charlamagne the God. But isn't it so cool that he created that to make a platform to connect the Black and brown community and all of that shit, right? When I think about me, I grew up running away from my culture in a way because I was so disconnected to it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I wanted to know all about my friends. I wanted to know all about the Spanish cultures. I wanted to be in their quinces. I wanted to like all of these different things, you know? Like
you're literally living in Little Puerto Rico.
I know, bitch. Like I was literally basically raised by like Colombians. All my best friends were Colombians. I only dated like Colombian men. But like, you know,
respectfully.
But I was so far removed from it that I feel like that hurt me in so many ways now. But like when I think about the example of the Black Effect Network, I'm like, fuck, like where is like the Asian unifier like network like type shit? You know what I'm saying? And there are examples out there, but they're in like California. I'm like watching all these different communities of like, and dude, there are like so many different podcast that pops up on my For You page, and there are a bunch of Asian people talking, and they're popping like Asian people here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they're like Vietnamese kids and stuff, and I'm like, so it's out there. Yeah. But if it's not here, I need just been
knowledgeable on
it. Exactly, but I need to create it. I need 100%. To bring it to me. So now I'm trying to tie everything into like the focus was like to make a community safe and to give platform to like mindfulness and connection and you know all of these different things. But now I'm like, fuck, it's going deeper than that. Like I want to put what I was ashamed of for so long out there for myself, for little me, but also to help other people feel what I feel when I'm scrolling on Instagram and I'm seeing other Asian girls or kids post their parents and hear their parents talk and their parents dialogue and stuff and thinking that's exactly like my mom and dad, and then crying about it because I just feel that connection so fucking hard from one random person that I randomly found, and this is like rare, you know? So like I want to be able to contribute to that so that I can amplify the connection between like Vietnamese kids. Like we need to, because imagine I was born and raised in Vietnam, and I don't know shit about Vietnam. Yeah. Imagine the kids that were literally born here.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I want to be able to, like, educate people about it for fun, but also, more importantly, for me, for my little cousins, for us, you know?
That makes
I don't know shit about shit, you know?
My heart is, like, it's so full that it hurts. Like, you are such a light, and I am so excited. Watch, it's only fucking up from here. Like, you make me believe everything that's coming out of your mouth is literally happening. It's just not right now.
It is.
Like, I just love you so much.
Oh my god.
This just hurts. I just starts crying. Now I'm literally an actor.
This bitch will tell you, if you're new here, you will know that Jules can cry on demand. Baby,
no, literally. Okay? I'm like,
Stop.
Netflix sponsor me. No, I'm just playing. But you are such a light, and you have such big plans, and sometimes the world can seem so dark. Not everybody believes that there's like light, but you're so, just being in your energy and being in your presence. I missed you so much.
I missed you too.
Yeah, and I love your hat.
Oh my god, thanks, Doc. I forgot the actual at name, so I'll just like include it in my description. But I got this when I went to a vending market of Taina. One of our older like former guests with Cositas, she was vending there, and there was
hold on, say that again.
Cositas.
She's literally Colombia.
I'm literally like
like say que rico.
Like que rico. Come on, stop. Arepas.
Okay. Arroz? No.
Arroz?
Yeah.
con pollo.
Hello.
Okay? Like,
Ya tú sabes.
stop.
Yeah.
I do be sabing. Like, bitch, I know.
I am a sabe. I don't know sabe. I love that so much.
But I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah. But yeah. So gym, how's it been going?
Ooh, I'm not really focused on how I look anymore because I feel like before I was like, oh my god, I used to look like this. But the thing is, I look like that, but I was not strong. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm focusing on building my body. I even switched gyms. I'm at a powerlifting gym now.
You are at Power Strength for real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm so excited for you. I love that gym. If you're in Orlando, Power Strength Gym is like one of like the few gyms here. It is, I think, a privately owned gym that is more like powerlifting based and focused, but it's like a good amount of space, good amount of equipment, so many bench presses, so many fucking squats and deadlift platforms, so many. Dude, when I left, they started making the gym better. Literally because
it's under new management.
Yeah, exactly. So like literally when I left, they put the green grass area for you to like fucking flip the wheels. No, bitch. And then also they put the hip thrust machine literally right when the week that I was like, hey, I'm canceling this shit. The trainer was like, yeah, but check out this hip thrust machine. And I was like, what the fuck?
You were like, bye.
Dead ass. I'm like, so I've been loading fucking 225 like manually this entire time, like.
No, crazy. Yeah, they put like the I don't know what it's called, to be honest, but you just like wrap the belt around you.
Yeah, exactly.
They have like so many machines that I'm like, the thing is at crunch, right? I'm lat pull downs 141, 163 on a good day. But I go to power strength, I put 110, I'm just dangling. My feet are like, I'm like, I can't pull this down.
Dude.
Girl, I did like 80, 90 pounds. And I was like, yeah, crunch is definitely like setting you up. Humble as fuck. The dumbbells.
You be seeing the fucking. So this is kind of really funny as well. So because it's like privately owned and it's a smaller gym, it's heavily dominated with powerlifting, and also there's mad bodybuilders and competitors in that gym because basically all of their trainers are like competitors and whatever. So there's constantly naked men and women just showing off in the fucking mirror. I will literally be like chilling, like sometimes I'm like, you know, like bopping my head with my headphone, like autistic as fuck, and then I'll look over and there's like them in the fucking mirror, like
hitting one of these, going like that. Yeah, I love that for me. Ready?
And then literally I will turn over again and all of their clothes will be off. They will be in nothing but underwear.
Excuse me, sir.
And
I did not sign anything to see that.
They should put it in the contract. Like, are you okay with nudity? Like, in the gym. In a gym where there's no sauna, are you okay with nudity?
Yeah,
like,
no, but I was literally just talking to the manager, and he's thinking about putting a sauna. He's like, I just gotta figure out where to put it. But then the building right next to it is like still vacant. Like, it's unvacant.
Yeah.
The beauty supply didn't last long.
Oh,
so now he's thinking about buying that.
And I'm like, oh my god, if he expands that, bitch, I'll go back. I'll go back. I will drive 20 minutes to Power Strength. I will go back.
It's so
take my money.
worth it though. Like every machine, I do like the abs. I used to do 125. When I went to Power Strength, I could only do like 70. I was like, I'm weak.
Shorty, you know what I've been getting into?
What?
Core stabilizing. So core stabilizing, right? So my journey with abs have really like fucking like transformed because in the beginning I never had abs, but I always had a strong core because I was a power lifter.
Yeah.
And then I got a 6-pack, and now I still have a 6-pack, and I have a pretty strong core, but I realized there's more to it. Core stabilizers is like the key because it's doing all of it. It's keeping your shit tight and small, but also it's building strength. So you know how when you do certain crunches and exercises, it varies by the way that you do it because the more weighted ab exercises that you do, the thicker your abs get, right? Core stabilizers uses like the vacuuming technique, and the vacuuming technique is when you're using the inside of your abs. Like I don't even know if I can. You think I can do it? Hold on. Ready? So, like, yeah, this is stomach vacuuming.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
Can you see it? I'm not even doing it right, but like basically by
you like stuck like
yeah,
something. Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, and because it uses the inside of your abs to keep that shit tight. So that's core stabilizing.
Yeah.
So like,
She's like,
I've been incorporating that in there. I've been like really fucking getting back. I'm strong again, bitch. I literally yesterday I deadlifted 3 sets of 8, 225. 3 by 8. That means I can do 250.
I can do 250.
I know it.
You better.
I know.
We need to go to the gym. I don't care. I'll pay for your day pass for power strength.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, they do. They have like a free week. I know, bitch. I know how that shit work. I've used that shit many times.
No, literally. But please, let's work out together. I miss.
Oh my god. Do you be seeing Johnny?
Of course, I see Johnny and Leah. Cause I worked out with Leah, and then the minute that I had that, I've never felt a pump like that in my whole entire life. Like, I was doing step-ups on the Smith machine, but the Smith machine is so much longer there, so you're able to actually go all the way up without being like, boom.
Yeah. Dude,
you
that
know?
Smith machine was my favorite. You know what I like to do with that Smith machine? What? So, for booty, bitches, yo. For booty, if you set, yo.
Man, disrespectful.
Did you see that catch? Like, hello. Anyways, sorry, my bad. But anyways, okay, so if you set up the Smith machine, right? Say this is the Smith machine. This is the bar that you're lifting.
Yeah.
You set the bench like this, and then you're laying here, and you're kicking up from behind. So it's like.
Oh my god.
And then, if you really want to like get down with it, I don't know if this is gonna catch it, but like if you really want to get down with it, you would do both of them. This is really fucking funny, but like you would literally like be like here, and then you would like but both of them at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
Cleanse
so kind of like a frog.
Yeah, literally like a frog, but with the Smith machine.
Yeah.
So like you're literally like clenching that fucking ass cheek, baby.
Bro, when I did step ups on that, Leah put 10s. I was like, my legs were literally like on the third one. I was like, girl. She's like, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time though, and I was like, yeah.
Step up like
literally stepping
like
down,
elevating.
Elevating.
Oh my god, do curtsy, do reverse elevated curtsy. Yo, girls, boys, theys, thems.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want a round ass booty, you gotta do like hip thrusts, which is like the heavy compound like building movement, and then other exercises, you have to think of it as rounding out the glutes. So changing the position of your feet, changing the position of how you twist and hinge at your hip, changing like literally like the way that you push up and down, like where your foot and your hip is standing, so that it's building like the overall roundness. So if you think about it, on the cable machine, gluteus medius kicks, right? Which is like kicking. So I'm the cable. This is my leg.
Yeah.
Gluteus medius is like kicking straight back up, right? There's variation to that. Why? Because this is doing hip adduction, which is building the roundness of the hip dip.
On the
Girls and hip dips. You know what I'm saying? Like there are things to like kind of like round all of these things out, but that's why you need like a variety of exercises,
100%.
especially when it comes to the glutes and legs, because that's the biggest body, like muscle part in your body. You know, there's like so many different aspects to it that you gotta really intentionally
100%,
you know, build.
I feel like once I bought, because I was going to the gym like back to religiously, like back waking up at 5 a.m, sometimes 6 a.m to get to the gym on time. Before I went to work, if I work at 10 or 11, I'm motivated to wake up 5 or 6 o'clock, because the thing is, I used to wake up and then just leave my house. I can't do that now I have to sit with myself. I want to make myself some coffee. I want to sit outside for a little bit. So now it's like I can't just pick up and leave. If not, I get so anxious while I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I literally woke up and just came here. Like I didn't before. I would be like, oh, my sleep. No, now I'm like, jump scare.
And we are back. We are back. But you know what I've been doing?
What?
Crying in the sauna.
I saw that is no.
Dog.
That
okay,
is
no.
the smartest thing.
First of all, there's so much scientific research on saunas and the effects of what the sauna does to your body, your cardiovascular, your like immune system, your health, your overall health, and your mental health. So much so that Finland is like said to be like the place of the happiest people on earth, right? And Finland is Finland is very like well known for like having saunas everywhere. They're big on saunas, like saunas everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And why? It's because it promotes like health and shit. So much so that there's like competitions of who can sit in that sauna for the longest. Like,
what?
Yeah, bitch.
That's
so,
awesome.
with that being said,
She's like, no,
I be crying in there, literally. But like, no, I try to meditate in the sauna because sometimes it gets so hot. But the main reason why I go into the sauna is because I wake up kind of like stuffy, and then I would go in there after my workout, and it would just make me breathe better and whatever the fuck. But then I started just like crying, and then tell me how the first time it happened. I was like, namaste to everybody who did not come into my space. Thank you for giving me like a peaceful, undisrupted cry. Second time it happened, I was crying for so long. This girl came in. I immediately stopped crying and then started closing my eyes and then cried silently for like 10 minutes after. And I was like, I'm respecting her space, but fuck, I can't stop crying.
No, literally.
But yeah, so now I cry in the sauna.
It's so normal. Like, I remember Naisha loves to go in there to meditate and stuff, and also to go in there to warm up. So we warm up, we stretch, we sit in there for like a good 10 minutes, and it's amazing. So I feel that. But you know what's something I think I'm going to start letting go? Smoking weed.
Shorty.
I know, and I'm a stoner.
That's okay.
But I feel like now it just gets me so anxious. Like, I literally am like, and I get shy. Yeah, I get shy. So now it's starting to, I don't know.
That's
I think I'm just so high off life right now that like when I get like really high, then I'm like.
Maybe it's because when you were not so high off life, you were using it as like a thing, like as a vice, as a thing that you were leaning on and whatever. So now that you are high off life, your body knows that we don't need this right now. And like your body is just like rejecting it for you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel kind of the same. I'm like setting a lot of different boundaries with the way I smoke and stuff now. I actually haven't been smoking for like 2 days. I just recorded with Elise. I know.
Say that sentence
and
again.
I haven't bought weed, and I'm not gonna. Like, I don't have any weed right now.
I love this.
Right? Yeah. And Elise just like recorded with me, and she like smoked me out, and that was the first joint that I smoked and whatever. But because I'm not smoking, you be knowing that I stay up, baby, because I am insomniac as fuck. So I've been going on like deep dives on the internet. No, I was literally yesterday. I went on a deep dive of shuffling. I was literally just finding all these like shufflers, and I was feeling so like inspired. I was like, sometimes I just like I go on walks and then I just start shuffling.
Yeah, there's this girl that I actually see shuffling at when I used to go to Crunch. Sorry, baby. Well, I used to go to Crunch, and she would just be shuffling, and she's like, we have shuffle meetups once a month, and everybody just comes together, and if people come that don't even know how to shuffle, people that are advanced, and everybody just like hangs out.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
That is so fun. Not only that, I've really been liking TikTok dances, but I've been enjoying.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing you.
Whenever I dance, it just genuinely makes me feel better. So me and all of my coworkers, we're gonna like start doing twerk classes and stuff like that. So I feel like moving my body
Jules,
is gonna be such a great thing and something that I really needed.
I need you to learn how to do this move that Anita does.
Can you show me?
Yes.
I wanna see it.
It's basically, so she stands. Sorry, I'm like getting up mad times in this episode.
Because we're very like.
Listen, girlies, I'm just gonna have to demonstrate the first move again, so you know what I'm talking about for the booty. So you're basically like laying like this on the Smith machine, and then you're going like this. And this can be like a warm up because basically
you can work out at home.
You know what I'm saying? But why did I get up? What am I talking about?
Show me a booty that you want to know, or a booty move. I know how to clap my butt.
Oh, no, I got up for another reason. What did I get up for?
I said show me.
No, but not that.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about something else. I got up and then I got way too distracted. Damn, we need to reel this back in.
I know.
What am I doing?
I said show me to the because you were like Anita or.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, so I said show me, and then you got to.
We're definitely cutting that shit out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways, so. Basically, the Anita move is that she gets up, she's basically like doing this, and then she falls down, lands on her fucking hands on downwards dog, and then she starts shaking her ass like, sorry, I don't know how to shake my ass.
It's okay,
but she starts like shaking her ass
okay.
like this, and then she gets lower, and then she just on the ground like that. And I'm like,
El
what the
intencio.
fuck? I need you to learn that and then teach it to me, baby.
I got you. Yeah, I knew it was going to be intense when they were like, yeah, bring knee pads. I was like, oh. Is that kind of party? Yeah, so I was excited. I'm super excited.
God.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I need to stop smoking actually, or why I like kind of really want to is because to help my short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
I want to be like a better host, and I want to be able to remember conversations and like, tie it back in and like, be able to like be more whatever.
Aware. Like, I feel like I sometimes walk into a room and I'll be like, it was just the forgetfulness was just way too overwhelming for me because I had shit I had to do. It makes you
anxious, yeah.
So then I would be anxious, and then I would be like, I forgot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
shorty, she's back.
We have arrived to quit that shit. A segment on the podcast where we hold each other accountable for the things that we're trying to let go of that's no longer serving us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh my God, when I was doing that one by myself, I wanted to do that. I said yes, sir, when I rewatched it.
Yeah.
I said yes, sir, in my head at the part that you were doing. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, so my quit that shit for this week is honestly gonna have to go back to my appetite and my eating again. Like, I need to quit like
screenshotted
having this fluctuating relationship with food. 1 minute I eat, 1 minute I don't, 1 minute I binge, the minute I'm like starving. Like, and I need to quit like this anxious attachment to how I feel after food. Because I think it's all mental, to be honest. And if it's not, then we'll try other things. But we need to like get that shit right.
Yeah.
So I'll quit that.
I love that. It's out. It's gone. Okay, second time's a charm. Don't play with me.
Maybe it's like the fifth, but that's okay. We're consistent. Consistently inconsistent. But yes, sure. What are you quitting, Shadi?
Marijuana. But I know I wanna. But I'm not gonna say quit it all the way, but I would say more of like just like a social thing, when I would feel safe or comfortable doing so, then I would allow myself to, because I don't want to like start restrictions so early and just cold turkey it. But I feel like when I'm bored, there's no reason for me to be smoking, especially when I'm by myself.
That is wild. That's literally what I unpacked with my therapist.
Yeah.
And that's when he was telling me
I'm like, I should be smoking.
Yeah, he was like telling me like, okay, like, you gotta think about how you're like. I told him I feel like sometimes I just smoke and coast. Like, I'm just literally coasting through my life. Like, I'm just. And then I told him that I don't feel that way when I'm on vacation, and it's because he explained that like it's because that's like a dopamine, a new dopamine, a new type of dopamine, and you're not. You don't have that here, and you need to have that here because this is your everyday life. And I knew that, but knowing that, I feel like that's what's been helping me this year to take so many voluntary breaks, so many like detachments from the way that I used to have a relationship with weed. And not that I think that anyone smoking is bad, I love that shit, but I find that I just need to continuously evolve with my relationship with weed and everything else. Like at one point it was cool to sit there and smoke and then feel a little bit better and go through my day and whatever. That was what I needed in that time. But right now I feel like I truly need to be bored. I need to be so completely sober, and I need to be bored, even if it feels like shit to not sleep until 5 a.m. every night, and all I'm doing is like going on deep dives on my phone. Even though that portion sucks, the trade-off of that is that I'm intentionally doing it. I'm intentionally like choosing to break away from this thing. I'm intentionally like giving myself this time to be bored, to stay up, even if it's kind of detrimental to my health. In a different portion, the trade-off is that I'm exposing my mind at random times of the day, where I have nothing else to do but be really interested in what's on my screen. And so I get into such inspiring modes,
which is amazing, because for me, I feel like it was just an escape. I didn't want to think about what was really going on, so I would get smacked. Like, I'm talking about like whole just face the blunt by myself, and then just put on a TV show, and then just lay in bed, and then get hungry, and then bring food next to me, and then have that like be my comfort, which is it's not a bad thing. I'm not.
This is personal experience.
Yeah, this is just personal, but I feel like that's when I started to gain weight. I started to play victim to myself, like, oh, look at how I look and not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like once I started smoking a little bit less, even if it's just once a day or with my siblings or whenever it's around, it's easier for me to separate, okay, this is what you need to do and this is what you're not going to do just because you're high. Because I would be high and be like, oh, okay, well, that means I have to lay in the bed for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So it was like, it started to become like making me lazy, making me tired, making me sluggish, not remember things, not want to be around so many people because I was high and I didn't know their energy. So I'm just the shit.
You are the shit. She is the moment.
I really am.
She is the moment.
And without it too, because sometimes I'm just like, duh. People are like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm trying to hide. So it feels good. It's very refreshing. And I didn't know that for you, so that's amazing. 2 days.
I know, bitch. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We're connected.
I'm telling you. I know, and isn't that funny? This is how you know. This is how you know that my friends really know me, because when I tell them that I don't smoke for 2 days, they're not fucking surprised that it's only 2 days. They're shocked that it has been 2 days.
Yeah, but that's amazing.
So like I feel like seed in a way, you know, like I love that. I love it. But yeah. We're just building healthier relationships with ourselves, and you know, I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you.
So
I am so excited for your 25th year, your 25th rotation around the sun. You're getting brighter and better every day, and like I honestly, truly, I'm so happy to hear that you haven't been having seizures.
Yeah.
That's how you
I know. No, for real though, but it's just taking control. It's so easy for me to differentiate the two between me, because I can feel when I'm about to go through a manic episode. I still have BPD. I still suffer mentally sometimes, but it's so easier for me to be like, hey, this is about to happen. Let's just like be alone for a few days, rather than me being like, let me just take up all my time so that next week I'm gonna feel burnt out completely. Yeah. And now my job takes all my energy. So I'm like, listen, catch me when you can, because my job, it's like, oh, I have to come with the energy and be like, hey bitches, oh my god, what are we, you know? So it's like, yeah.
But the trade-off is worth it.
100%.
Good. And I feel like you're making like cool connections there, like your little girlies.
It is fun. Yeah, my little bestie girlies. And the thing is, like, none of us are like some hating ass girls. Like, we're all like, we let you in the group chat, we send each other TikToks, we all hang out outside of work. Whenever we're all at work on Sunday fun day, we're like, what are we doing after? Let's hang out. But it's a vibe, and that's
so cute.
This is everything that I needed right now. Once I got that job, my life just started to align little by little. It's the woman empowerment. Yup. Yeah. So.
And this has been another great episode by your very buff mother. Dare I say, best episode by us? Like, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like we did not lick our fucking tongue or mouth or snap or whatever once. Johnny, no smacking lips.
We're
nothing.
doing amazing.
Nothing, Johnny. Yo, and I feel like this is just the beginning, and I can't wait to have you back on.
I know.
And I'm so excited. What are you doing for your birthday?
To be honest, probably Monday. I know that my family wants to like sing me happy birthday and stuff. But the girl that I'm talking to, she wants to get like a cute little hotel at Universal, and I was like, I've never stayed in a Universal. Our first date, we went to Universal.
Oh my god!
I was like, okay. So yeah. I think I might just do something super cute, super secluded, hang out by the pool. I definitely want to be outside for my birthday.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like my birthday on the 16th, do like some brunch, but to be honest, I'd rather just celebrate like one day.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
My cousins, you're invited. Hello.
Yes. Aw, yay. Yes. Everybody, you can always find Jules at Lots of Jules with 2 S's.
Oh my god.
And you can find Mental Chillness everywhere. Yes. Mental Chillness.podcast, Instagram, Mental Chillness 11 on TikTok, Mental Chillness Podcast on Facebook, Mental Chillness on YouTube. Please subscribe. Please leave us a rating. Please share this. It would really help the pod. And you can find me at MegaCon, and we love to see it. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye.